Besties, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Zen Mansu. To my returning subscribers, guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you stay, and I hope you click on that subscribe button. This is a channel that's all about DIY. It's home DIY, fashion DIY, and everything you can think of in between. So guys, today on the channel we are going to be doing the dining room. Dining room. So today we're focusing on my dining room. Obviously we were working on the living room area. Sorry, 2 seconds. So today we are focusing on the dining room area. As you remember, the last DIYs that we were doing were primarily focused on the living room area, which is 80% done. As mentioned previously, that there's a couple of things that still need to be done in that space. While we are focusing on saving up enough money to buy the carpet and so forth, and everything else in between. So it's the carpet, it's the tiles. While I focus on saving up for that, I've got a bit of paint and I've got polyfiller that I can use to paint up the dining room area and change the space up a bit. And also the paneling that can still be done on this side of the room. So I just feel like I just want to start and move on with the cohesion of the space. And yeah, been busy with so many other things in my life that this has been delayed. So let's get on to it. Let's change the dining room area. Hopefully it becomes a beautiful space like the living room area, which I live in. I think the name living room explains that perfectly. So let's get to it, guys. I don't want to make the intro too long, but thank you to those returning subscribers, guys. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And do not forget to please watch the ads. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you later on in the video. Hopefully, we've made a masterpiece out of this room. Okay, besties, this is how the dining room looks. We've got this exposed brick wall and these unnecessary paintings that I had put there. Yeah, guys, I really had no effort for the space. There was this whiteboard that I helped my kids do homework with, and also the leakages on the ceiling. So we had already now covered the roofing. Doesn't leak anymore, but we still need to fix the damage of the ceiling and look into that. Paint on the wall is gray. On the side we had a family photo wall. I like the concept, but I don't like how it looks right now, and I think that we can definitely make this look a bit better. This is the dinner table. Still love my dinner table, no problem with it. The chairs are gray, and there's 2 chairs that are actually kind of broken. One leg is broken. I need to take them to somebody to fix them. That is not the priority right now. The priority is let's paint the room and change it up and make it make sense, okay? And I'm just giving you the views so that you can understand what we are working with. Let's get busy. Yeah, I used to have this whiteboard here because I used to do homework with the kids on the whiteboard, help them see things, mathematics, etc. But they can play with it elsewhere, outside, whatever. So I have removed that. Now we just need to sand down the walls and prepare them for painting, because I had used double-sided tape on that. So we just filed it down with sandpaper and then it just disappears. Right, so now we are just putting in polyfiller where there's holes that need to be covered up. So this is where there was skirtings and the skirtings have come off. We decided that we'll obviously fill up the holes nicely, make it smooth, and then paint it out. Also, can I just say, Auntie Annie is so eager to help all the time. I think she finds this super awesome. She enjoys it. So I might rename the channel to her because if I think of something, she actions it almost immediately. So there she was just taking out the, what do we call these things? The curtain hooks or whatever they're called. She's just taking those out of the wall so that we can start working. Right, eventually we were ready to paint the wall and I got busy with my first layer of paint across the entire room. Good morning, besties. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is day 2 of me doing my dining room. I am off to Chamberlains to buy the wall paneling that I use, the wooden wall paneling that I use. Just to start zhuzhing up the space. I think the only disappointing thing for me at the moment is the lighting is not that great in that room, in the sense that I still need to fix the ceiling, right? The ceiling has a bit of leakage and you can even see the marks. Well, it had leakage, right, on the roof. And upon purchasing the house, that was one of the first things that we kind of fixed because having lived in this house for a while, I knew the history of the house, and that's why I was able to negotiate the price that we bought it at. But now that the leakages, I'm certain, have stopped, because with the last rain season, I was monitoring that very closely, and I have to replace the ceiling. And obviously replacing the ceiling will also assist because I need to replace the lights in the room. Once the paneling is on, we're going to paint that, and then there's still other elements to the room that still need to be done. So I just decided to start because I know it's a work in progress with this particular room. There's a lot more elements that I need to consider and put into the space. But let's see how that goes. Let me go to Chamberlains. I'm not taking you guys with. You've seen me buy the rods. I don't need to buy them again, you know what I mean? But I'm going to buy that and then come back and continue with the rest of the room reno. And hopefully I'll have a beautiful, some sort of reveal a bit later and share it with you guys. This is how the wall looks right now. That corner had a situation happening, so we had to fill it up. But yeah, this is how the room currently looks with my ceiling that I told you guys about. We're about to start doing the paneling on this wall, just to get it to that level. Okay, I know I didn't record everything, guys, but here Auntie Annie and I were just cutting the paneling rods to size to ensure that they fit accordingly. So we just decided that we're going to cut every single one of them, and then we'll just put them up on the wall. It just made life so much easier. But you guys have seen us do this before. This is just round 2 of the same thing. Stunning, stunning. This is us. This is us. Still waiting for this side there to dry. But for now, this is where we're at. Then I still need to paint that part in the corner there. But so far, so good. Guys, so I got this custom cut for me to create this 10 centimeter difference between the two panels, which is something that's easy when you want to know how much space to leave between the two. So when I put this there, I know it's 10 centimeters on the dot, but then I also use a leveler or a spirit level just to level it out and see that it is aligned and it's parallel to the one at the bottom. We work. Okay, so this is one side. There's something else happening on this side. Just painted it for now. Then we have this wall that still needs to be plastered firstly, and then I need to put some decor on it. And then there's my freezer there. I'm putting drywall at the back, which I'll explain to you guys in another video. And that's pretty much it. So this is done and this is how it looks. I'm so happy, guys. So happy. Now it's time to put everything together and turn this place into a homely dining room. We'll do whatever decor there as soon as I get a moment. Hi, besties. Hi, guys. So I am done painting the room. I am going to be decorating the side table. This one. I am going to be putting some stuff in it. Let's see how it goes. Tell me your thoughts at the end. Wish me luck. Alright, besties, so I decided to take the art that I did for the other room and try it out on the side before committing to doing another art piece. And I wanted to see where I'd fit that art piece in, whether it's going to be for this space or for the other space. But yeah, so I put this one up here. Then I bought this vase from Coricraft. The original color of the vase was the color that is actually underneath the vase, which is that color. I then decided to paint it black and give it this beautiful texture. So I used paint and a little bit of baking soda, and that kind of helped me create the texture that you will see on the vase when I show you up close and personal. As you can see. And then I bought these gorgeous flowers from Mr. Price Home for 69.99 Rand, which I think also complement the room really nicely. I did put a bit of bubble wrap inside the vase so that the plants don't go down and they stay up to give this particular effect. So I absolutely loved this. So I went to Coricraft and I got this gorgeous lampshade. I fell in love with it. It was love at first sight, guys. I love the rattan feel at the top, and I just felt that it would go with the painting and the room and my color scheme in general. I bought this faux book on Shein. It is a fake book, basically, decor book that you can buy from Shein. It says made for living on it. And I finally found a spot for it. And then I also bought this gorgeous bowl from Coricraft. We're still going to try out the color because you know me and changing colors, but I love the texture, love the natural feel of it, and I thought let me do something different with the decor space here and see how it looks and how it works out. okay. I then also bought these basic candle holders from Mr. Price for $25.99, and I think I was just trying not to be too expensive here. I also then bought these two candles from Mr. Price Home in black. I had already taken off the cover because yeah, I was about to put them out here. Okay besties, so I bought these beads, if that's what we call them. It was clay beads from Coricraft. I bought them in the same color as that bowl, but I decided to change them to gold because this corner or this side of the house didn't have an element of gold just to tie everything together. And then I decided that these beads would be how I tie in the gold theme and also just make it match with the painting. And I truly believe once that wall is plastered, guys, and I've done the paneling on the wall with this decor, it's gonna pop. It's gonna pop like crazy. Like, I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. It's subtle, it's simple. But wait, I'm not done. There's more. There's still more elements that I'm adding here. I then also added this gorgeous statue that I got from At Home Living Spaces. This color actually matches the door handles to that side table, sideboard, whatever it's called. It matches very nicely with everything. And yeah, this is basically how the space ended up looking when I was done. So this is how it looks on the side of the wall. And then we have a mirror. I moved the mirror there and the planter there because I wanted to see how it looks. I am definitely going to get a nice gold mirror there, and I'm going to get a different plant. I know exactly which plant I'm getting, so that's what I'm obviously going to do over there. I've got these orchids on the table. There's a specific vase that I want from Coricraft. So yeah, I'm gonna have to be strong for a little while before I can get the vase. But this vase that I have here is also from Mr. Price. And yeah, basically that's the look. Let me move my ring light. This is the look on that side. Then on this side, guys, I've already done the work, which I will show you. Yeah, this side we've got the family portrait pictures with these beautiful wall lights or picture lights. Let me show you. So they've got a remote control. And this is basically how it looks when the lights are off and how it looks when the lights are on. Right? There we go. So that's basically how the space looks. So yeah, we are now kind of done with the first phase of the dining room. We still have a bit of work to do. And let me just show you some other features. We did wall paneling here. We did wall paneling here. And we did wall paneling over there. And this is basically how the house looks. This is how the space looks. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. This room definitely challenged us in terms of the amount of time that it took. We are finally done though, and it looks absolutely amazing. I couldn't be more happier than how the space currently looks. So the beautiful thing about it is all we bought in this space was just the panels, nothing else. We bought the paneling. We were just calculating how many panels we actually used. We used 16 of the normal panels and one big one, which is the one that we used at the bottom here. But that one rod was a different price. It was 79 Rand. Then the normal ones that we bought, those were 44 Rand. So I'll add up the cost for you guys and add it on here. And that's basically how much it cost. The beautiful thing was I didn't have to buy more paint, because when we were painting the living room, I had bought an extra can of paint that we barely used when we were on the other side. I think I only used it to paint the panels at the time. So we already had a bottle of paint. Imagine that. So the total cost to change this room around is round about 748. But if I add the other rod, I think the total is like 800 bucks. So let's round it off. It's like 800 bucks is all it took. I bought then the contact adhesive glue, which we used when the other one finished, but I bought a small can. And then I also had to go and buy the acrylic wood filler that we use in between here to cover the holes. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it in terms of what it took to transform the room. Everything else though, you know, that's just the extra. That will depend on your taste and what you like and what you want to get for the space. And then the wall lights, please don't come for me, or the picture lights, don't come for me, were a gift from my friend, Sneh_Guguletu. She gave me those as a housewarming gift when we bought this particular house. Obviously, they were sitting in a box and I hadn't used them, but now I'm like, here we go, we are using them. But I will link where she got them from so that you can also get yourself similar lights. And that is pretty much it. Guys, let me know what you think. Please let me know what you think of the space. Very happy with it as it stands. There are a few changes that will still happen in the space, obviously, and it's all going to be budget dependent. Like I always say, a lot of things depend on budget and how much I have. Still need to change the ceiling, number one. The ceiling is going to happen sooner rather than later, because I've already done my cost estimations and it's not going to cost me that much to replace the ceiling. I think buying the ceiling boards for this room is like 2,000 Rand, and getting a person to install them also is not that expensive. So I'm going to be replacing the ceiling because, as mentioned in the video, that there is a leakage at the top. That there was a leakage. We fixed the leakage, and now you can just see the ceiling has an issue. We just need to take that out. And with taking that out, we then have an opportunity to also put in more lights to bring more light into the space, okay? Once that ceiling is done, there's also the wall where I did the wall art. You saw that, where I put my wall art. That particular wall, I needed plastered so that we can paint it and make it the same color as the rest of the room. I'm not for this brick feel. I don't like it at all. That's still going to change. And then my mirror, this is my Zen Black mirror, guys. I don't know why this poor mirror has to be dragged everywhere, but I am getting a mirror and a different type of plant that I'm going to put in here. And that will really complete the space for me. And then the last thing that I will do when I'm ready will be the tiling from that room to this room so that the entire space is done. And that's pretty much it. So much work still to be done, but if there's anything that I want to do is to encourage you to say, take your time to change your space. Don't let anything pressure you to change everything in one go. Sometimes all you need is just a little bit of paint, and then all you need is some panels. And that's pretty much it. You can transform your space in no time. And that's all it is, eh? I think I'm very happy with how the house looks right now. My helper sometimes, I'm looking at her, says I'll end up sleeping in the dining room or in the living room because I find myself staring at the spaces. It's almost like I can't believe that I actually made the space look like this, you know? So I think that's what I just want to encourage you guys to try your best with the little that you have, change a little bit of things, paint the room this month, next month put the paneling, next month buy yourself a pot plant or a pot, a vase that you can use, etc. but just don't put yourself under pressure. Eventually you'll get to where your space needs to be. So thank you guys for your support. Love you. See you on my next one.